you're on your fucking own. It's a disgustingly brutal, disgusting world out there, and you're not out there constantly ready to take everybody on, then the world will eventually crush you. Hello everybody, this is just a quick little video. I'm not sure if the rumors are true, but I heard that something might have happened to Johnny Berber. I'm in Asia, so 5-star in Sydney is it's like 2-star in Asia. I don't know what you would call this, but it's like 7, 8. It's this lobby is an apartment complex. It's almost like a replica of the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore, but it's larger. The pool is bigger, and just everything's better. It's just next level stuff here. Beautiful stuff. Got some beautiful, massive paintings. It's almost like a museum. They got an entertainment room there with snooker and everything right in front of me. It's really cool. Anyway, the bad news that we've heard, I think, is there's a certain type of guy that will succumb to these type of emotions, right? And to put it simply, they're not fighters. You know, we had, as an example with myself, back in the day when I was getting very political in Australia, talking about geopolitics, I had a few journalists come after me, and during that time, it felt like, and it legitimately was, no matter where I turned, there was someone criticizing me. There was almost no escape. I remember I posted something on Facebook Marketplace, and I just got all this hatred in there. And I knew to my core that I was in the right. I had not done anything wrong, and the things that I was saying were true. And even though it felt like the entire world was hating me at that point, I'm like, fuck all of you. Like, seriously, fuck all of you. So this type of mentality is like, it, for me, it comes from the understanding that the world is a very nasty place. And as a man, if you're even 1% red pilled, you would understand. And this is why a lot of these guys, they will focus on getting wealth. They'll focus on getting money. I don't necessarily focus on that because I have a whole range of other skills that give me the ability to do what I want to do when I want to do it anyway. Problem solving skills that other guys don't necessarily have. I don't need millions of dollars sitting in the bank, although it would be nice, and I'm starting to work on that right now. But with a lot of men, they'll get into this space only after they've had a divorce, and they still won't fully embrace it. I recently was talking to a Swiss guy. I met a Swiss guy in here. Independently wealthy, super nice guy. I think he came from a nice family too. Like, you just get the impression that there was a lot of love growing up with this guy. His understanding of the world is just so retarded. There's no other way to put it. He just has no understanding on how the real world operates. And recently he started dating a single mother. This guy's got so many options. And I wouldn't say we got in an argument, but we got in a disagreement where I was just trying to help the guy. I'm just trying to explain, look, single mother, like, I think, I haven't even asked his age, but I assume he can't be more than 31, 32. He's moved in with a single mother. You wouldn't believe it. She's got a daughter, and he's like obviously paying for everything. but he could do a lot better. And he's basically babysitting a kid that isn't even his. And the whole situation, it's, you know, if he finds himself in a situation where she can legally destroy him, she probably will. And there's a possibility she has the ability to do that to him right now already, because they've moved in together. Now, you know, they talk about men being Save-A-Ho, Captain Save-A-Ho, but um, I basically suffered from being Captain Save-A-Simp, where the simp just revolted against me when I was trying to save him time. I'd love to see in like 5 years' time this guy get totally fucked, and then I'd step in and go, "Remember our conversation?" Where you're like, I totally agree with you, disagree with your whole world view of everything. You know what I mean? Now, it's not just the red pill, it's also just understanding how the world really operates. And when you understand that you are truly alone as a man, and there's only really a few other guys that you can rely on, and the true hard truth about this is there's other men that will see the world in this brutal fashion that you see it. They're the only ones you can actually trust. Kind of the type of guys that will go through the period that probably Johnny Berber went through. I just had a look at his channel. I'm not sure if he was going through some, it looked like just recently he mentioned he was, getting into exercise and trying to get his physical physicality, like lifting weights and boxing, and said he was dealing with some OCD or something. That was the latest video only a couple of days ago. And there's something in common between those guys and the types of guys, like the Johnny Berbers and the Tom Toreros. I know for a fact if Danya came after me, she better not be in a different country, because I'd fucking track the cunt down, go out in a blaze of fucking glory, try to fucking ruin my career. And that's the type of fighting spirit that I think you need as a man. Even successful men that I know of, they're one thing going wrong, or one wrong person stepping over the line of them. It's almost like in geopolitical terms, there's MAD, mutually assured destruction. With Elon Musk, he had people come after him, and they've been destroyed recently. Elon will come after you to the point where he will take sides in who becomes. He will literally put his entire financial future on the line to control a social media company so he can get the leverage, and then he will use that leverage to pick a president of the United States just so he can come after you because you fucked with the wrong guy. Now, that type of fighting, intelligent fighting, creative ways to take out people who went after you first, when all you're doing is trying to improve the world, which a high degree Elon Musk has added a lot of value to society. The guys that kind of off themselves or like liquidate themselves, there's not that fighting spirit. And there's one dating coach that I reached out to, actually, who I don't see that fighting spirit. I reached out to him because he got a bit of flack. I was like, hey, look, I think you're very valuable for the space, and I think you're doing a good job, and don't quit. And people need a pat on the back, and I think that also comes from the ability to be a fighter yourself. If you're a fighter yourself, like that guy's jacked. I gotta make friends with that guy. I need to go to the gym with him. You need a fighter that's able to not only stand up for themselves, fight for their own rights, but they have enough fighting spirit overflowing that they're able to look out for you as well. As a man, the minimum requirement is to be able to fight to stand up for stand on your own 2 feet. I think the last thing we want is another guy offing himself, and I messaged a guy and I was like, gave him a pat on the back, which probably not many other coaches would be doing that. You're on your fucking own. You're on your fucking own. And every day you hide away from the world in your basement, in your parents' basement, in your bedroom, you gotta watch YouTube videos or, hide away. And you don't do the hard things that are most likely going to fail. And most of the things that you do are going to fail. You will accidentally have some breakthroughs here and there. But if you're hiding away, taking the easy route all the time, and you're not understanding that it's a disgustingly brutal, disgusting world out there, and you're not out there constantly ready to take everybody on, then the world will eventually crush you.